Tomie, the enchanting seductress of a demon that all of the Junji admirers know and love to fear. Welcome to Check That Book, a special place on the internet where we get acquainted with arguably the most disturbing pieces of literature ever written. And today, as promised a while ago, we're going to take a look at Tomie, one of Junji Ito's best creations, in my not so humble opinion. No use escaping Tomie. I love how this one is presented. I love the color choices. I mean, black and red always go well together, don't you think? We have a similar pattern in Uzumaki. We've discussed Junji Ito quite a bit on this channel. I admire the man so much. To think about it, a dentist turned a professional manga artist, and the stories he creates are so unsettling, so bizarre and terrifying that you can't help but look. With Junji Ito, you cannot look away. I think I mentioned this before on the channel, but Junji Ito is what we call the master of a page-turn screamer. You follow the story, and suddenly you see some shit. Truly terrifying. Tomie, so who is she? And what's with the pronunciation? Well, I've heard many other content creators call her Tomie. Tomie sounds a bit more sophisticated, and I believe that's the way you should pronounce her. So, again, my Japanese speaking audience, if you're out there, correct me please. Tell me, how do you pronounce this name? This reminds me of the Resident Evil 8 case, where everybody, even the game creators themselves, call Lady Dimitrescu Lady Dimitrescu or Dimitrescu and try to make her French when she clearly isn't. Dimitrescu is a Romanian surname. I know. Who is Tomie? Where did she come from? What's all the fuss about? I mean, there's a shit ton of pages just telling you the story of this enchanting woman or a demon. Tomie is not just a person slash demon slash, this mystical figure that keeps on coming back no matter how many times you destroy her. Tomie has sort of become a concept. I think Tomie is synonymous with something irresistibly beautiful, yet terrifying at the same time. Tomie is your basic femme fatale. But by saying basic, I'm doing her injustice because she's everything but. Tomie is this beautiful female creature who cannot die. She attracts pretty much any male being, from the youngest to the oldest of them all, and she makes men infatuated with her to the point when they want to murder her, like legitimately tear her to pieces, destroy Tomie. Kind of like, this concept when if I can't have you, nobody can. I believe Ito was experimenting with this concept as well, but in general, Tomie is kind of this demon creature, kind of like a succubus. But Tomie is truly beautiful, and story after story, she keeps coming back from the dead, and then, things happen. She always finds a way to piece herself back together, one way or another. Sometimes Tomie does it by means of her body parts, such as, for example, her hair, and she finds her way onto other people's bodies so that she can kind of grow out of them, kind of like a parasite. More often than not, her chopped up faces find themselves to be multiplying. Sometimes she forces others to take care of her, especially men. It's always easy with men. I mean, look at this. She's a pretty thing. No doubt, Tomie is very beautifully drawn, and I could see the appeal. One of the most interesting stories in this collection of works about Tomie, to me, was The Adopted Daughter. Quite a detective story, where again, in each story, Tomie is present, but in this one, it takes a bit of an unexpected turn. I will not spoil it for you, but yeah, it's not just blood and gore, it's also a sexual, mesmerizing, how to put it? Tomie is sexual, mesmerizing, and deadly, because men who are enchanted by her and bewitched, they not only end up killing her, they also end up killing each other and sometimes themselves. Like I mentioned, Tomie attracts any male human being, from the very youngest to the very oldest, and one of the most disturbing stories in the collection is The Boy. Oh boy. So yes, it's not necessarily too gratuitous, it's not necessarily extremely over the top, it's not your splatpunk or anything, but it is disturbing in its concepts and what is implied in these stories. And whilst there is no set in stone tale of Tomie, there are patterns that interconnect sort of throughout the entire collection, and towards the end, when you think that it might be over for Tomie, is it really? It's a gripping book with lots of blood and violence, but at the same time not without its charm. The very idea of a beautiful, gorgeous femme fatale who cannot die is extraordinary, and it was exceptional for its time. And then again, beautifully drawn by the masterful hand of Junji Ito. I believe this is a disturbing classic. Since I'm not doing reviews, I gave you this brief introduction to Junji Ito's Tomie. If you're interested in Junji Ito's other works, then I have Uzumaki on my channel. The links to all of my Uzumaki videos, including the reaction to the new trailer, will be in the description down below. And yeah, is there a live action or an animated Tomie adaptation? Let me know if there is something like that. I'd be curious to check it out. And while you're at it, make sure to check out my own creation called Misanthropically Inclined. I cannot help but do this to this hardback. I love it so much. It's an obscure and interesting take on modern poetry and concepts. At least I hope it is interesting. Anyways, I dropped the prices recently, meaning there will be discounts. So yes, the prices are lower today. So make sure to check this book out, both as an ebook or the hardback version. Trust me, it's worth it. It's very well done. So yes, that is Misanthropically Inclined for you, and that was Tomie. If what you heard me say sounded interesting, then check it out. Tomie is a beautiful piece of written and drawn art. For now, then, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, and if you like disturbing content, make sure to give this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb and subscribe for more. I will see you soon. Goodbye.